shotgun wedding.
Shove it up your ass.
Good morning.
And welcome back to the channel.
My name's Esther Ricks.
And I'm Russell Brown.
Today we're going to recap, review, and critique the runway looks of Drag Race Down Under. RuPaul's Drag Race.
Do it again.
No, that was good. We'll use that.
Before we get started, leave a comment below.
While you're watching ENR today, please leave a comment with what you think of this episode, your thoughts, your feelings, who did you like, who didn't you like, and react to our commentary as well and let us know.
Yes, Vivi, that is so true.
Exactly. Vivi's annoyed that you didn't comment last week, so there's comment this week. Thank you very much. It is a new day in the workroom. We have lost Emil. Emil, you can say it again. Emil,
we've lost Emil.
Where's little Viv?
She left a message.
Ivory couldn't read the message. I saw on Ivory's socials, she went to see the Meg too. She was like invited to the premiere.
You were invited to, but I did not.
Was I? You fucking bitch, I would have gone.
Oh, you're not going to show up at
It's a random premiere for a drag queen to go to. If it's not fucking Barbie,
if
fuck
it's not
off.
Barbie. It's not Barbie. I'm not going to send you to a shark movie.
And she had her glasses on. I just thought it was so cute seeing her in drag with her glasses on. The discussion was brought up again prior to Ru coming in, which we didn't actually cover last week, of Floor and Holly being a bit salty or annoyed that Ivory just mentioned that her having a conversation with them, threw her off. And, and it seems like, I don't know if it was actually their feeling or the way they edited it together, but it seems like Holly and Floor are pissed off that Ivory has emotions. She wasn't blaming anyone. And it's if they think that
they're telling Holly and Floor, oh, Ivory is really mad at you.
I
don't necessarily agree with this situation because it obviously was very manufactured. Yeah, like...
It's illogical for anyone to be annoyed. One thing I do want to talk about in regards to last week is in regards to the Mardi Gras costumes. We knew that Ashley's wasn't the full costume, and we weren't sure if any of the others were. And since a beautiful photo, which everyone shared, everyone fucking loved it, and you commented like, everyone's sharing it, it's fucking amazing. I shared it too on their stories. Ivory Glaze's full Mardi Gras look, which is meant to go with the Maud Pearl Boat Foamy, the beautiful silver foamy. Maud Pearl Boat is an amazing Australian drag queen who is the creator and the inventor of the foamies, and which is so quintessentially Australian.
Yes.
And this is her full look, and it just looks so beautiful. It's just the angle they took it at, and this is the rainbow painted road in Sydney, Taylor Square.
She's meant to be like a shooting star.
Go to her socials and read her explanation of the look. But this for me is a fuck yeah of social media that we didn't get to see.
There was a little bit of disservice to the history, Australian queer history in general. There was confirmation by Amel and Hollywood their looks were referencing the Dykes on Bikes.
So the Dykes on Bikes in Australia, they were lesbians who rode around on their motorcycles and protected any gay men that were getting harassed on the street.
Yes.
So they, this is why the LGBT starts with L, because the lesbians were always by our side, and they were the only ones that were by our sides through the AIDS crisis of the 80s and 90s. So it's an admiration and a dedication to the Dykes on Bikes, which I assumed that's what it was, and I'm so glad that is what the reference was. Oh, well, Rita was a poof. She wasn't some weird cloud that we didn't understand. Okay. Rita was a poof. Which I love, is hilarious. I'm just a poof. Which is great. We have a mini challenge.
The first mini challenge.
The first mini challenge of the season, and it's they mentioned
quick drag, 20 minutes.
20-minute
bedroom boudoir
photo shoot.
Some of these girls probably have a lot of experience in the bedrooms. They were all pretty good with their selfie skills, especially with two pit crews.
I wrote on my notes, mini challenge, ew. And Gabby wins. I was like, it's a bit on the nose for me. Like, I'm not that kind of drag queen that is like sexual innuendos and, slutty, sexy kind of stuff, you know, I would have done, you know, like Holly did, was, you know, very more like, you know, sultry and glamorous and pretty. What do you want to say?
I just like
any
to
comments
say-
on the thing? Yeah.
I thought Gabby looked really glamorous.
She looked good.
I was like,
She thought she looked like shit, but I think she looked pretty good.
yeah, like when she said she looked like shit, I was like, you look the best out of everybody, girl. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, she looked like I was like, damn, she looked like she had a full face, beautiful
Almost.
hair, glamorous, a nice little silky negligee, you know. And she won. Good on her. She won jewelry
Jewelry
from
who?
Amp Accessories. I think it was like $2,000 or $5,000 worth of
And the Maxi Challenge is
Muriel's bedding.
the design challenge.
I love a design challenge. This is my challenge because I design.
You don't necessarily make.
I do make.
You're making
excuse me.
something-
I was on making it, so I make shit. I'm one of those artists that, like, you know, has inspiration and
Don't follow
and-
through.
And I need to do it all. While the inspiration is
You
there,
need-
I cannot.
well,
let,
this would be great for
I
you.
cannot let the inspiration
This challenge
go.
would be great for you because everything is in front of you and you can only use what you've got, and that's it.
And I love making stuff out of random things.
Case in point,
Is your
tell
wedding
the story.
dress.
This I actually
What
have
a
this at
coincidence.
the bottom of the linen cupboard because it's curtains. I don't know why do you have it in the linen cupboard?
I was
We're
going
gonna
to throw
chuck
it
it
out. I was going to throw it out. Like, I was
is
doing a colour
originally
drag.
made for the finale of Dragnet season 3.
Season 3.
The finale was white. We just got netting from IKEA
when we
curtains.
went in our apartment, IKEA curtains with fairy lights. So I had all these like extra curtains. I might as well make you a white dress.
Yeah. At the time, it looked good. Now it only
That was 6 years ago.
Well, if you
five
want to see,
years
if
ago.
you want to see the back,
No, don't show
it
that.
does. It does not go up at all. And Dragnet, funnily enough, is what Lazy Susan, who is the producer of Kick-Ons, won. And Isis was the winner of the first Dragnet, which I was also in, and that's when I started drag in 2014.
They have to grab everything that's in
Right.
the little
The
set that they have. So all the girls are freaking pushing each other over, ripping the
I was
shape.
like, get the pink fucking satin
Get the pink
sheets,
satin,
get the pink satin
satin
sheets, pink satin sheets. And then it must have been Isis that ripped it off because she's the one that ended up having it. They did them a bit dirty again, like last year. Because in the walkthroughs, they were very much referencing how like none of the fabric was stretched. Obviously, it's bedding, so like sheets and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not stretch
It's
fabric.
like cotton.
It all was very frumpy stuff, nothing
was
that amazing,
very-
nothing exciting. And sheets are normally quite thin, and they're probably cheap fucking sheets from fucking Kmart. Or
And
what-
like,
I don't
you know,
New
and
Zealand
I feel as if
equivalent.
like,
Can you really
like,
make anything
can
nice
you make
with
a
that?
dress out of that? Can
Well,
you
you can
make
make a dress,
nice
but
dress
will it
out?
look
Like,
nice?
there wasn't enough. Like there should have been more. You know, poor Gabby at the end, she was like stuck with the remnants because all the other girls were like, get out of my way. RuPaul comes into the workroom and she brings her makeup artist, Raven, in a frickin' Tina. It looks like she's wearing a Tina. Like,
Is it? It probably is,
it's
surely.
like nah, I don't think it's a Tina.
Tina-esque. Russell hates Tina's Vanity. Vanity's not going to fucking
I love Vanity,
watching
but
this.
don't like. Oh, it's okay. I can tolerate it, but it's not as bad as a Tina.
So after the walkthroughs,
Ivory
That's what I wanted to
confronts
talk about.
Ashley and goes, "Oh, you bitched about me to RuPaul," and Ashley's like, "Yeah, Miley, what's good?"
obviously Isis has so much experience with making costumes and gowns
Yes.
that she's like, oh, I don't know if what you're doing is going to work. Like, Ivory thinks that the waist is in the right spot, which pretty much ends up being where mine is right now.
Isis is probably too good, nice for her good.
No,
You
yeah.
know, like, and all eyes are going to be on her, and that's what RuPaul said as well. Isis said that she's worked in bridal before. Them knowing that, their standards are like, but all the other girls, their standards are, ooh.
Like, it seemed from what they said and all the walkthroughs that there was definitely no chance that Isis wasn't going to
Well,
win.
and I kind of feel as if when there isn't enough, like, good outfits, It's kind of like a letdown.
We really
an
want...
anticlimax.
We really want to... They're setting this up. We really want to see some really cool shit. And they're setting it up to expect not good. So,
yeah. Sorry to the girls.
Sorry to this man.
Sorry to this man. Sorry to these men. Sorry to these girls. But put in the meme for that.
I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
so they get the reference. I do feel as if going into this, Isis didn't really have much competition.
The second day in the workroom, the previous day ended with Holly not really sure about her costume and thinking that she has to restart it all. And then the next day, there's all this conversation about Isis and Isis Holly's outfit. And then Isis says, I just sewed 2 seams. And then Holly says, yeah, well, no, she didn't make it. She did help.
She just sewed 2 seams.
She sewed 2 seams.
Isis said that.
The day
before Isis was a little bit of a teacher.
And there was the bit where Isis and Holly talking about Floor, but Floor was right, like literally right there. And I was like...
When they were getting ready.
You know, to reference Art's joke last week on Kick-Ons in regards to how small the workroom is. Like, this was like blatantly like... She's literally
she's like
in the mirror a meter away like, going like...
She's like... She's like... Do they not see me?
Yeah, like... And it was just like... Sure, this makes sense. There was a nice, lovely discussion in regards to marriage equality and who's married. Bumper, we know Bumper and her husband Bubbles very well from Vodavile.
Yes.
They've been married a long time. We did mention it last week, but I'll do a quick mention again. We are married, and Bumper was, out of drag, our wedding officiant,
yes.
Whatever, celebrant. So here's some fabulous photos of our wedding, just for shameless self-promotion.
Welcome everyone and good afternoon to this ceremony of the joining of Christian and Russell as husbands.
We were very close to Bumper at that point. I was working with Bumper at Vodavile.
We are close with Bumper.
I mean, so we still are close.
Yeah.
I'm just saying COVID's changed everything. Like Bumper was like, I want to be your celebrant, and then she was our celebrant, and it was just really nice. And our wedding was on national television, FYI. ABC TV. Go and look it up.
Recording studio.
ARIA award-winning recording artist, recording studio. Done.
Most romantic thing ever done for me. Ever.
Never again.
Never again.
I can never reach those limits, so I'm never going to bother. This is your turn. It's your turn. It's been 5 years.
We've got 12 years of good things, and I only got one song on one episode. Well, that's
That's going to cover you for the next 20 years. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you're not aware, in Australia, there was a plebiscite in 2017. The whole country had to vote yes or no on whether they thought same-sex couples should be allowed to be married, which, yes, I know you agree with me, absolute bullshit, but that was the only way, apparently, the government thought that was going to happen.
Yep.
So it was a very stressful and tumultuous time for queer people and gay people in general in Australia. Very emotional, and there was quite a lot of rage. So this I also ended up wearing with a nice rainbow veil.
Yeah, I made a rainbow
the marriage
veil.
equality rally. So here's a picture of myself and Sam Thompson, another Melbourne sister who should be on Drag Race in future seasons, at the marriage equality rallies in this dress. So that was this dress. It's nice that you've kept it because it does have, you know, historical significance for our relationship. We went to all the rallies and stuff, but on the day of the announcement, we were way too stressed and nervous to actually go. So we watched from home. But no, it was a very important part of queer history in Australia. The marriage equality plebiscite and voting yes. So I love that they spoke about that on the show.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Now it's time to yeah nah or nah yeah the runway looks of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Down under.
Before we get to the runways, we need to talk this week about Ru's gown, dress, outfit, beautiful gown.
Her
whole look. Ru's
her
look.
face was good. Her hair was good. The look was good.
I really love this, it's a tassel dress, but in this geometric pattern. It just looks so pretty.
Yeah. And we have a Miss Universe contestant.
We didn't talk about the guest last week. The guest last week, didn't have a fun clue she was. The guest this week, I still don't have a clue. She was. Never seen her before. Have you seen her before?
She's a Miss Universe contestant.
Of Australia or
Miss Australia?
Australia or New
Miss
Zealand?
Australia Universe.
Well,
that's
why
what they
didn't
call.
they get?
Oh no! Miss Universe Australia.
Why?
That's what they get.
If I'm getting a Miss Universe Australia on RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, I want the one that I know I'm talking about. Who am I talking
Jennifer
about?
Hawkins.
I want Jennifer fucking Hawkins. Thank you very fucking much.
The winner.
Did she win?
But no,
Did she?
but this one's very pretty.
Is she
very
a
pretty.
recent? Is she a recent?
She's an influencer.
Wait, did you say you think we met her?
I think we have met her. Very stunning.
She looks lovely.
Very,
She looks lovely.
Very
and
beautiful.
I did like
we
her
do. We come from a pageant background.
You said that last week.
So, former Miss Gay, the
Miss Gay
Miss Gay
Australia.
Australia. International.
The first Miss Gay Australia
the first
International.
Miss Gay.
My crown is on the shelf right there.
Yes.
If you want me to wear it, leave it in the comments below.
Drag Race, it comes in under the umbrella.
It's technically a pageant.
A pageant, it's very, very pageantry. I just love the glamour, the dresses,
the prestige, the glamour, the class, the elegance, all of the words that mean beautiful things.
First up on the runway, we have
Ivana Drink, and she is wearing a very simple white dress with a valance over her shoulder.
a sash.
A ruffled valance over her shoulder. A ruffled valance that she's cut a strip off, wrapped it around her shoulder and buttoned it there, and that's it.
So she is mother of the bride?
Yes, yeah, that word, but she shouldn't probably be wearing white if she's mother of the bride, right?
Oh, but
Right?
she said mother-in-law.
Oh, a mother-in-law that doesn't like the bride, so she's like, fuck you, I'm gonna wear white to your wedding.
So
bitch.
Monster-in-Law, another favourite movie of mine. Anyway.
Wait, I am sick and I am tired.
Tired.
I'm sick and tired of your shit.
Oh!
What? What's that reference?
I thought it was air freshener.
Good movie. I do agree with Michelle and the judges that the base dress actually was fitted quite nice to her body. I like the length of it, the slit on the side, the drapage of the cape, I guess. But this is where we were sort of led down the garden path of this isn't going to be very good.
Ivana said herself that it needed to be lined. I feel as if that they should be given linings and
some extra stuff just to
extra
make it
fabric,
actually look a bit
calico, stuff like that.
Because the sheet fabric is thin and see-through, and especially in white. Yeah, where's the fabric wall like they have in America?
Yeah, there should be a fabric wall.
Overall, it's fine, and I'm gonna give it a meh.
I see the vision that she had and where it could look amazing, and it just didn't get there, unfortunately. So for me, it is a meh.
Meh. This is gonna be a meh episode. Maybe there might be some high mehs. Next on the runway is
Rita Menu.
And I think this is quite cute.
It is.
She's coming down. It's just like
she's a flower girl.
A little, she's a flower girl. Yes, she didn't have flowers, but whoop-de-bloody-do. There's flowers on the skirt, right?
No, there were polka dots.
Oh. Well, it looks like flowers. At least, I guess it's not really see-through, but it's still that same, just very thin white fabric on the bodice. At least there's a little bit of colour, but it's very simple.
If Rita had a little bit more time, she would have been able to finesse it a little bit more.
She did hem the skirt.
She did hem the skirt.
She hemmed the skirt.
And it
good.
fit her very well. She put the little floral bit in the hair. I was kind of hoping maybe if the kind of bunchiness on
she
the thing.
She could have had more.
She could have had a tulle skirt underneath the skirt.
Like a petticoat.
Or if the fabric of the skirt was a little bit more ruffly.
More pleated. There's still more you can do, and it's about details. You don't have much to work with, but add some kind of details.
You can make cheap stuff look that's my job. That's been my job for many years to
making shit look pretty.
Making shit look pretty and making cheap stuff look expensive. Like her. Yeah. For me, this is a high meh.
Oh.
Oh, it's a high meh. because I think it's kind of cute.
She's going to be the queen of high mare so far. She was the quintessential high mare last week, and this year she is, in words of Spanking Check, a high mare.
Oh, it's a high mare.
Next on the runway, we have
Ashley Fudging Madison.
jealous sister of the bride. Maroon organza curtain gown.
It's better.
It's one of the better ones, yes.
It's one of the better ones. It's fitted nice. Like, we do know that Ashley can sew and has constructed gowns in the past. Not that they never necessarily fit perfectly. She always was able to put something together and it looks decent. And she's done that tonight. I don't know how much organza she had. Obviously, Ivory had some of this organza fabric. It needed just to be a bit more full. And there seemed like a patch of that was going over the white that was really sparse, and like if it just had more in it,
like
it would look better. It just needed more.
Some bits kind of
but then also
looked like the fabric. It was like a piece of fabric draped around her,
and then
with a ribbon in the middle.
It did just look like that.
She said this is a RuPaul hair, but this is not a RuPaul hair that I've seen on her
anytime recently.
Since Star Booty when she first started, you know, and that's when she was a hooker in that movie. So
it is a bit. It's just there's just too much hair almost.
Yes,
and it's like sort of coming. It's like she's enveloped in the hair.
And I reckon if it was like a nice updo with like curls, that would have made the dress look a little bit more expensive. This kind of goes a little bit disco and doesn't read wedding guest.
That's definitely not her natural texture.
Is a naïve for me. It's structured. It's a gown. It looks good. It's one of the better ones.
Based on what I'm going to do for future ones, this is a high mare.
Oh, it's a high mare.
The high mare.
Oh, I did hate the hair, so.
Go on then.
But it's not about the hair, I guess. It's about the outfit.
The whole look.
That's why.
The entire look. The hair is very important. They don't talk about hair enough on this show, but they need to talk about it more. Thank you very much.
Okay, mate. I change. Controversial. I take back. I'm giving it a high mare.
Oh, it's a high mare.
Next up on the runway, we have
Ivory Glaze
in the rival dress to Ashley's dress. In the same, she got more of the fabric by the looks. I was like,
I
felt so bad.
She's being a bride, and she's got the maroon
her.
fabric as well. And she spoke about like in Chinese culture they wear red.
Yeah.
For weddings,
Yeah.
and it's because it's a good luck. I was really rooting for. I'm not blowing smoke up her ass, but like it looked okay. It looked okay, but if she wasn't a bride, if she didn't say she was a bride, if she said I was the mother of the bride, or if I was the grandma, she looks like the rich auntie, who comes to the.
Well, she definitely had great hair.
Yeah.
So the hair was the best part about this one.
Kind of what let her down was the construction.
Obviously, the seams and the darts of the boobs means her boobs didn't fit well, and it just was loose all around her top half. And that's what she was holding it down the whole time. If it was cinched in more, it might have been okay.
You know,
yeah.
I don't like no titties, but
it maybe not wear the titties.
I
just take
would
the
have
titties
been
out.
Okay with maybe this being a
More
little
like
bit
a
flatter.
shift baby doll dress.
Like it being flatter up the top, and then like a baby doll dress.
Or like they said on the judging panel, like a pregnant thing because the waist was in the wrong spot, exactly like this dress is.
And that's why you've put the pillow in.
I've added a pillow. This is not my fat fucking belly, thank you very much. Even though I do have a fat fucking belly, I've accentuated my belly, and I am a beautiful pregnant bride today.
You're a bride!
I'm a bride! That is one thing we will get to at the end. There is not enough Mura's wedding references in these runways.
Yes.
But for me, Ivory Glazes, it has to be a year now. It has to be a year now. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. You can do whatever you want.
I don't know. I kind of liked it.
That's your
So
opinion.
I think I'm gonna give it a high mare.
Oh, it's a high mare.
I guess these are opinions. It's like, you know, and we don't have to agree with the judges. We don't have to agree with each other.
Of course not.
So, yeah, for me, it's a high mare. Like, because I see the style, I see the glamour, I see the flair. That's why.
She was there! And then she became Ivory.
Next on the Runaway,
We have Bumper Love as the perfect mother of the bride. I think she did really well with choosing a print and draping it really good.
Yeah.
Because it almost looks like a Maori print for some reason.
Yeah.
Like culture, but I don't think it is anything in regards at all.
No.
But it just looks like that. This is where I was like, yes, Bumper, you did. Like, it's not amazing. Like fashion-wise or costume couture-wise or construction-wise, but it worked.
Better, but...
The shape was good, the off-the-shoulder was good, the split and the length of the skirt, the tulle, the little hanky, like it just
making
worked.
the accessory,
the
like,
accessories, and like there was detail.
Going that extra.
This is what I'm talking about, detail.
She was like doing
like
that
if you
extra
can't make an amazing perfect gown, at least make it a character, add the details.
I don't really see her as mother of bride. I see her as drunk auntie.
Oh, that too.
The drunk favorite auntie.
You
know, like the favorite one,
cool
the
auntie that you love.
Cool auntie,
Yeah.
the one that gives you drinks, the one that probably gives you cigarettes, even though we don't smoke. But I'm saying the ones the people that do smoke, but or vape these days. Probably flirting with your guy friends that you've brought or your date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the young little boys.
Which Bumper's no to do.
With this one is
this is why I haven't been out a year until now, and this for me is a yeah.
It's a yeah from me too.
Good job,
She
Bumper
impressed
Love.
us very well.
Right?
You know,
She knows her
she
shit.
also
She knows her
admitted, she was
shit.
like, I'm not the best,
Yeah, but I'm not the worst.
but I'm not the worst.
And that's very evident. Next on Tomomo, we have
Hollywood star.
With Her Two Seams by Isis.
Two hems.
Two hems. Hems. They said hems and not seams.
Hems. So,
and then
and
when this came out, Russell was like, oh, that's why she said only two hems, because her whole outfit is just two hems. Two hems and a ring.
It's a very simple outfit.
Holly.
And Holly can work the potato sack. She's one of those girls
that can just do that. Yeah.
Put something on and make it work.
Yeah.
No matter what.
It
could be very flower power. It's very 70s.
Yeah, it's got a nice shape. And
like, you know,
look to
all these cottage core, garden core type people do their, like I could see this, like, but not this shoe. I don't like this shoe.
Is it a boot? You hate boots. Oh, yeah, it's a boot. It's a fucking boot. Open-toed,
it's
mesh
like an open-toed
boot, lace up. Just put a pump on and you're good. The reason it also did work is because after having so much white, we have a different colour coming down the run.
She had flowers. For me, well, I don't know.
Go on, give me an answer.
What do you think? Miss Bumper was not happy.
Ivory said it. They said in the work when Gabby brought it up. Bumper mentioned it in Conventionals. Bumper mentioned it in Untucked. Isis made her outfit. I feel like if so many people are saying she made it and didn't just sew two hems, then she made it.
There's not a lot of sewing in that outfit.
No. Ivory says it's
a glorified apron.
Which technically, yeah, once we get to the
You know what I mean?
It seems like there was a running joke that, did Isis help you?
Yeah.
And that implies to me that even though they didn't show them saying Isis helped them, not everyone, I think Isis literally did help everybody. I would personally help everyone. At the end of the day, in the mentality of being on this show, and any show that a group of drag queens put together, like, at the end of the day, we're on this show, it's gonna be TV. You want, and we all should, the whole group should want everyone to look good, because at the end of the day,
shut your mouth.
We're putting in a show, we're entertaining people. Same as if it's at a local club or on RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna want everyone to look at least good. We're putting on a show for everybody, and you don't want someone to be left behind. I guess. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's really admirable that Isis did help, and in that situation, I probably couldn't help myself from helping as well. Because at the end of the day,
Fuck's sake.
I want everyone to look good because I want the show to look good. And
Yeah.
I want the show to do well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's fine that Isis helped.
Did we grade it?
Oh, for me, it has to be a nah. Yeah.
It's a nah yeah from me too. Next up, we have
Gabby Bucci or
Gabriella Labucci.
And I was genuinely happy and surprised when she came down because I was, like what she said in her testimonials, she was stressed and worried and thought she was going to be in the bottom and wasn't going to do well.
She had
But
all the scraps.
This came so far out of left field. Like, I love that they mentioned it as she's the bartender. Like, that's different. And it's got such a whole different colour scheme than everything. We've got black and orange and fringe. And her makeup looks really fucking beautiful. Like, she looks really pretty. And the hair having the orange in it that matches the rest. And she just delivered it and had a character. And it's
like
just
the
fun.
colour scheme was...
It just worked.
She got the wig for the outfit.
Yeah.
You know, like it matched.
Perfect. Little black dress with cutouts and the extra embellishments. It looks cute.
You know, like I said before, she's got personality out the wazoo.
Oh, yeah.
And so she can make it work.
Not that if she came out in something like one of the shit ones, that would make her personality wouldn't make up for something that bad. But because it looks good and she has the personality, it's fine.
She did say that she could go along the lines of "You're terrible, Muriel."
But it actually looks good.
Yeah.
And for me, it is a nah. Yeah.
It's a nah yeah for me too. She's little as well, so it's like she didn't really need that much fabric.
Gabby
Too skinny.
is a stick.
A walking stick.
That's what we realized last week. When we watched it, Russ was like, Gabby is a walking stick. And I was like, a walking stick? She's a walking stick. Like, a walking stick. Oh. Next up on the runway, we have the bride.
Isis Avis Loren.
And she is in this beautiful...
We've got this beautiful couture
bride
bride.
with pink satin details that she's snatched from the bed.
Everybody's using the crystals from the lamps.
Yes.
For
How
their
many lamps
jewelry.
bloody were there?
They were sharing. They were sharing as caring,
Sharing
you
is
know.
carrying the lamps. I'm going to be honest, I was a bit confused about, like, the top, just this triangle. It looks like a sheet.
It looks like a napkin.
sheet of paper or a napkin. You know, like, I don't know if I like the triangle. I think it might have looked better if it was just flat straight across. The rest, it's fitted perfectly, and we have the drapage of the pink, and we've got a train, we've got a veil. Yes, I did agree with the judges also that her makeup was very dark.
Yeah, I'm not a big
You're not a fan of especially
dark,
when I do dark
makeup.
lip.
The judges did make references to like Princess Diana, and the darker makeup did kind of make Isis look a little bit like a very glamorous
Dead body.
Right. She has a beautiful shade of alabaster skin.
One thing I do want to say, we were talking about the judges' comments. I feel like the judges' commentary on all these looks definitely saved in regards, we were lacking in the entertainment value of having some amazing looks coming around the corner. But it was brought up by some really good jokes and comments from the judges.
Yeah, she obviously was the most bridal, which is the brief. And I love a brief. You know,
hit the brief.
When you hit the brief, yes,
Tick, tick,
tick,
tick.
tick, tick, tick.
Because it wasn't, there were some things that didn't fully hit the mark. For me, it is a nah. Yeah. I expected a little bit more from Isis. And I feel like maybe her helping everyone else maybe did take time away from her, maybe doing something a little bit more. I don't know what, but something, it wasn't as wow as I wanted it to be.
Yes.
Right? And I know they're time restraints, and it's shit fabric that they're working with, but I still expected, I wanted a little bit more.
I think, yeah.
So that's why mine is
It's also difficult because obviously we know
and not
Isis.
a fuck you. We can't, there's no fuck you.
We've seen what she's done before. We know what she can do. We know how stunning she is. So like RuPaul said, we're holding her to a higher standard as well. I feel bad, but
Say it!
it's a It's a nah, yeah.
You can say it in a positive way and it sounds better.
A nah, yeah.
That's it. It's a nah, yeah.
It's a nah, yeah.
There's not many nah yeahs and there's no fuck
you
yes
of the
and there
week.
will be no fuck you of the week. With what they had to work with, it's just impossible.
Okay.
Impossible.
Next on the runway, we have
Floor. Welcome to the floor.
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 She is the ring bearer.
The ring bearer. I thought she was very. I love the sash. She delivered it really well. And again, it was different, so it worked. Like a two-piece, definitely like slutty girl at the wedding.
Wedding
you know,
guest.
Getting. I'm just there for the free drinks. I don't give a shit who you're fucking marrying. I've never met your fucking fiance. I'm giving the free dinner. I'm getting the free drinks. You know, that's it.
It better be an open bar.
If the tab runs out, I'm gonna come smack in the face.
She was getting help from Isis, and they were kind of giving her the edit of like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing. I think she did very well with the bedding that she got. To me, actually looks like something that you would wear to a beach wedding. The two-piece worked for her.
It's a two-piece that I think you could buy from,
Yeah.
I don't know, H&M.
Yeah. Something like it definitely looks like a wedding outfit. So like when you have like a, you know,
A wedding to go to.
yeah.
You wear this.
For me, it's nah, yeah.
And I agree with all the same things. It works. She delivered it. It's fun. And for me, it is also a yeah. So we get to the critique. It goes down the line, and the critiques are pretty much, did Isis do your outfit? Did Isis help you? Did Isis help you? Yes, Isis helped everyone because everyone needed fucking help.
Yeah.
The safes are Ashley, Gabby, and Floor, and that means the rest of the tops and the bottoms.
Ashley shades them,
Yeah, thinking
they should have been in the bottom.
they should have been in the bottom, and how did Gabby not be in the bottom? But I thought Gabby's was way better than Ashley's.
Yeah.
Like, it was just fun and different. Like,
Yeah.
it was interesting. Oh, shit.
Kitty,
give it to me!
Oh, for fuck's
Holy
sake.
shit!
Oh.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, shut
You
your
have to
face.
pick things up off the wall for me. Thank you
Oh
very
my
much. Bitch. I'm a pregnant woman. I'm a pregnant bride. I'm a pregnant
I'll kick
bride.
you. I'm gonna kick you in the fucking
You're all a
stomach.
bunch of cocksuckers. Well, that's the main thing we want to actually talk about. Fuck everything else that I've got on my notes. Why wasn't there more Muriel's wedding references?
Where was Tony Collette?
Where was Tony Collette? Where was Rachel fucking Griffiths? There was some floral there, right? Fun colours. Like floors. Muriel's wedding, Mule's bedding, and I would have done the hens party in Bali, wherever they fucking Hawaii, get some sunglasses and be Rhonda. Like, I'm thinking, of, other than a wedding dress, a reference to the movie is the iconic line of, like, I'm with Mariel. I would have liked to see some more Muriel's wedding references. The winner of the challenge is Isis Avis Loren, of course.
Even though they were quite harsh on Ivory, I think that Ivory didn't think she was going to be the bottom two.
You know, obviously, this was set up last week with the promo for this episode, and I can just imagine.
She does a Wendy Williams.
Yeah. I can just imagine, you know, Rue was like, whoa, you know, but in her...
I'm not making fun of people, sorry.
No, in Rue's head, she would have been going, oh, yes, this is exactly the television that I want to be making.
Get me another Emmy! Get me nominated for a Logie!
And win the Logie this time. I don't think Drag Race won a Logie, neither did Queen Kong. Shame, Queen Kong did not win a Logie.
She should have got the Logie!
How the fuck does Amy Shark win a Logie for a show that nobody fucking watched? That's what I'm gonna say.
New talent, she ain't new. Another story.
Yeah, I could see that she was like freaking out, and I was like, oh my god, I was almost like tearing up.
Actually, I did tear up. I did tear up.
Well, I was tearing up because I was like, oh my
I was
god,
like, oh my god.
I felt so bad for her because I was like, of like the amount, it's just so much pressure. Anyway, the expectations that are on you for this show and just getting there. And she didn't do that well in the first episode. She's already freaking out. There's been tension, obviously, with the other girls, Floor, Holly, blah, blah, blah. So, like, the amount of stress that she would have been under, I can completely understand.
And I was feeling for everyone else as well,
like,
because everyone else was like,
sort of-
oh my God, what's happening?
It would be scary, yeah.
You know, like, it's like,
Well,
it's your
anything
friend.
could happen.
You're like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? The judges, they're behind the stage, so they can't fucking do anything. So they're like, can somebody go? Can somebody do
Well,
something?
Rue's got his pajamas on underneath, so he can't get up.
So they're like, go get her before she faints. And, you know, luckily they
I thought
did.
it was really... Obviously, they had to show it, but it was really cool to see some crew and a bit of the set, like the other angles that we wouldn't normally see. And obviously, they ended up saying, let's take a break. She went outside, got some fresh air. We come back, and Rue says...
There is no lip sync.
Which is, I'm going to end the show here.
Yeah.
Shock, horror. We did run in... When we did...
First.
Drag
Race first.
When we ran into Ashley at Puffdorf a few weeks ago, she did say... The season does have quite a few firsts, and there is 2 firsts. First queen to faint on the runway, and first time they've not done a lip sync and eliminated someone that episode and moved the lip sync to the next episode. We were like, oh my God, yes. Like, not yes in a way that, yes, that she fainted and that was bad and we feel so sorry for her, but how exciting television.
Right. And, you know,
the drama, the
hopefully
TV.
this puts
You know,
Drag Race Down Under on the map.
This will get people talking on social media, and it will get people to watch just to be able to see this situation unfold.
And it makes you think RuPaul does have heart.
Yeah, right?
You know, she wants the safety. She wants the safety of her girls.
All the producers like, health and safety, we can't actually go ahead because we can't. Like, legally.
She'll probably pass out.
Legally, we have to stop.
You know, like halfway through the lip sync, she just falls on, flat on her face. She's just bang. Not have
the
that.
ultimate death drop.
No,
that's what Ruth said as well. She said, don't actually
we'll lip sync for your life, but not literally.
Really, yeah.
Ivory.
No one is eliminated, and next week, I'm assuming at the top of the episode, we're going to see the lip sync, and someone's going to go home.
Bye-bye.
And then they'll get into the next episode, all in one.
Yeah.
So they'll have 2 lip syncs next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, it was lackluster up until that point. So
Sorry, girls.
I was like, fuck yes, when they said it's the fake housewives of Australia. Of Down Under?
Of Down Under?
I guess. Of Down Under, of course. I really love the idea of this challenge. It's very much something that drag queens love, Real Housewives, and especially our Real Housewives of Melbourne, so they could be a
my God, they
Gina
should
Liano
have
type.
we'll
have
got
it
Gina
everybody. Janet type. Like, it's Adam Lambert.
Insignificant ass hair.
It's Adam Lambert for the Real Housewives. They needed to get Janet or Gina. Come on.
They needed Gina. They
needed Gina
they
Liano.
needed Gina.
Good
luck with your deck of cards. Snap the fuck out of it!
So that's the level of production and stuff we want to see next week.
Those were my favourites.
It's fucking boring, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's really fucking boring. That's this episode, is this meme. Really fucking boring.
It's very fucking boring. Jesus. Like, fuck me, really.
Other than
Isis
and Bumper and the lip sync, really fucking boring. If you liked this episode of Nah Yeah, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Like I said at the start of the episode, please leave a comment down below. That really helps us with the YouTube algorithm and helps other people see our videos. I think our videos are very fun. We have lots of feedback from all of the people that watch our videos. So if you just, state that in the comments, that'll give us help. If you have any questions, if you want to know anything, let us know. And just tell us who you thought was the best. What you liked.
Tell us your thoughts. We would like to know what you think.
Yeah.
Do you agree with us? Do you have any other opinions? Different than the judges? Let us know.
And if you would like to subscribe to our Patreon, I did do a poll on my Patreon to see if my patrons currently wanted an extended, uncut version of Yeah Nah, because I cut this down and we do cut a lot of stuff out. So I'm going to be putting every week an extended cut of Yenna on the Patreon, and you can also access my huge catalogue of wig styling tutorials on Patreon and help support the channel and support our social medias. Thank you very much to our current patrons. Here they are scrolling past our face. Last week I did say they're scrolling past our face, but they weren't actually scrolling past our face, so this week they're actually scrolling past our face, unless I forget again, but I won't. Thank you very much for watching today's Yenna video, and we'll see you next weekend. I'm just going to say generic weekend because I don't know which day exactly we'll post this.
See you in the next film.
Video.
VDA.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, you don't have a bouquet to throw?
Do you want to catch it?
No.
There's my belly. That's great. Love it.
Just looks normal to me.
Fuck you. I have some Prosecco left over from last week.
Left out because you don't fucking
What do you mean left out? That's yours.
Clean up after
That's
yourself.
yours. You left it out.
This is your room.
I didn't leave it out. You left it out. I've
Yeah,
been in
but-
this room for a whole week. Take the phone.
Yeah, it's still your responsibility.
Whatever. 3, 2, 1. Good morning.